Hello guys and welcome back to a Battlefield 4 video! Yes, I did end up pre-ordering Battlefield 4. Now, I know I haven't done a video in over a week. That was because the place where I pre-ordered it from, known as Kinjuin.net, link will be in the description. That site is actually based abroad, it's not based in Europe. Meaning that when Battlefield 4 came out in the USA and Korea, I believe it was, I got my game code then, and I used a VPN to be able to access it early. Now, I did some testing on Windows 7, and then I decided, the performance here, I got loads of stuttering. I got an average of only 40 frames per second on low, so I decided that I was going to upgrade to Windows 8. I said about this to one of my friends I've met thanks to playing Minecraft, and I met him from TeamSpeak as well. His channel will be linked in the description. It's Professor Shroom. He gave me his Windows 8 key. Now, I was skeptical it was going to work, but it did work, and now I am running Windows 8.1 Pro, and I can report there's been, at least I've personally had, it's eliminated the stuttering, it's eliminated my frame drops. I get an average of 60 frames per second on medium and high settings. I drop to about 50 frames per second. So this game actually works better for me on high settings than it did with Battlefield 3. With Battlefield 3, the lowest I'd go on high was about 40. On this, it rarely drops below 50 on most settings, but I currently run it on custom with ultra textures and ultra. The first two settings are ultra, and everything else is on medium or high. So my PC actually, for what it is, can still run Battlefield 4 really, really well. I mean, I've been enjoying this game since Tuesday, because I got my game code on 3 AM on the Tuesday morning in the UK, so that's 3 PM GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, if you don't know what that means. But that's when I got my game code. I'm currently using the SAR-21, I think it is. I'm not a massive fan of its iron sights, so I think I switched to the M416 later on, which I did unlock. This is the gun after the M416, but I can say Battlefield 4 is a huge improvement over Battlefield 3 in my opinion. I mean, now that all my performance problems have been eliminated, and the fact that I can play this game very steadily, 60 frames per second on high settings, which looks amazing, and the evolution aspects of some of these levels are really, really useful. I mean, on this map, that central round point, you can collapse that, and you can access the lower levels through there as well. It's very useful to be able to collapse that in. And the other evolution aspects of this map are the fact that you can lock these grates, or these gates. Like this one here, you can't actually get through because the lock is on the other side. So at the moment I'm sort of stuck here, so I have to find another way around, which you can go down and around on this map. So yeah, I haven't uploaded a video in over a week, mainly because Battlefield 4 came out on the Tuesday, and I was using a VPN to play it right up until it's released in the UK on the Friday. Now, I think this was recorded on the... I think I recorded this on Saturday or Sunday. But, loads of people seem to be complaining about the netcode. I don't seem to be having a problem. I don't get shot behind cover often or anything like that. I'm not sure if it's because my internet's ridiculously fast, or if it's just the fact that I'm not noticing these aspects as much. I've got the network smoothing factor on like max, so the game's animations are smooth, but I don't seem to get shot behind cover at all. Not as nearly as much as, at least I don't notice it as much as I did in BF3. I mean, I've got the M40A5 I unlocked after this game, and I was playing around with that for quite a while. But I didn't notice getting shot behind cover at all. I just find it I just find it funny the way you ragdoll. It's like with the airburst, you sort of do a barrel roll and die. It's absolutely hilarious. But I don't see what people are complaining about with the netcode. I mean, I don't know. I think it's better than BF3, to be honest. I'm not noticing as much getting shot behind cover or anything like that, and I don't have to compromise the game looking good to be able to do this. So I don't really see what people are complaining about, unless that's just because my internet's pretty good. It's got fiber optic internet from BT, which actually is ridiculously fast internet speeds. Anyway, my team are actually starting to lose this match. As you can see, we've only got a 1 flag hold, so I'm trying to cap B, so my team can have make a push from behind. As you can see, I'm now the last man in the squad. I believe my squad mate spawns on me. Yeah, there you go. He spawns on me. So now you've got 2 people on B. So we've got B and I think, is it E? B and E? It's really hard to see in Vegas. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but I'm actually currently just spamming Q when I'm running about. The same when I aim down sight, I will spam that spot button, so I can see the guy as soon as he makes a move out of cover. Now, I do recommend spamming Q as much as you can, because if you aim down sights and you spam Q, your guy won't point. But if you do it when you're hip firing or something, your guy will point. But you do want to get the drop on your enemy ASAP as soon as you possibly can. So if you're spamming Q and you spot him before he's fully around the corner on his screen, you'll be able to see him and pre-fire that corner to kill him. I don't think I do a lot of pre-firing, but I do a lot of spamming Q. So I'm not sure if you can hear them, but I do spam Q like most of the time. Like, there you go. Again, spamming Q because this map is quite dark when I play it. So I have to be very, very careful as I go around for a little flank. And there's one more guy, I believe, who's launching RPG down. There you go, another guy. They DICE have fixed the reloading bug on PC and I believe on the current gen consoles as well. It's a hardcore feature, which is now only in hardcore. This part of the map I'm always very worried about because there's two ways to go. So if someone sees you coming around one side, you can like flank them. So at the moment I'm just moving on to the C flag. This part here, as you can see, is all broken because this is actually the Levolution event on this map, as well as all the little lockers and things you can lock up with people in. But there's one point here which you have to like look out for, which is this little thing right here. I mean, there you go. I killed a guy that was up there. I'm not sure if it was the guy, and then this guy gets me from 10% health. But I've noticed there's a lot more trading in this game. I don't really care for trading. I prefer if I were to trade rather than to lose the gunfight. I think the only reason he won that gunfight may be because of his connection. I don't quite know, but I think this is a UK server, so my ping is like 9. Because I've got fibre optic internet, which gives me a ridiculously fast internet speed, and I play on European servers. I play on European servers, which tends to give me a maximum ping of about 30. I don't tend to have a ping higher than 50, and if I must, my absolute limit for ping is 100. That was my only limit for ping connection-wise. So yeah, this gameplay I'm actually going to split it down into 2, maybe even 3 videos, because it's quite a long game. As you can see, it was like 700 tickets at the beginning of it. So yeah, once again my team is not doing too hot. We've only got C, and then we're losing all the other objectives, so I'm going to have to try and make a push for flags myself. I love this game. This is the problem with the Rex though. It has quite a large delay on it from pulling it out and pulling the trigger to when it actually fires. I mean, I've been talking to some DICE devs on Battlelog about this problem. They don't seem to be aware of it at the moment, or at least the guy I was talking to doesn't seem to be aware of it at the moment. So I'm going to see if I can raise it with some of them, perhaps get it on the forums, because the Rex is my favourite pistol up so far. It just sounds awesome. I mean, I do want the M1911. My all-time favourite pistol is the M1911 S-TAC from BF3. But in this game I can make one. I can make an S-TAC. So I want to be able to do that, but for now I want to use the Rex because it's a one-shot headshot if I get that lucky headshot. So what I recommend, if you're using the Rex, try not to aim down sights so much. I would recommend far more just hip firing the gun as much as you can, because that seems to be the sweet spot with the Rex, is to hip fire that gun rather than aim down its iron sights, which are actually improved over BF3. There's actually a section of the iron sight that's poking out of the gun from the front of the barrel, so it's actually a lot easier to aim. So I do like the Rex in this game now, but as I said, it needs to be either have its rate of fire bumped up or it needs to be fixed, because I think it's a bit bugged at the moment. So my other favourite pistol, well, the other pistol only, I don't have the M9 yet, which is a pistol I used a lot during the beta. So I don't know really. I haven't unlocked the Magnum, but I want the M1911 to be honest. All-time favourite pistol, M1911, all the way. Just love that gun, especially in any game that has the M1911. I tend to choose that as my sidearm. I don't know why, just personal preference really, as I get owned by an LMG. But yeah, I am so thoroughly enjoying BF4. Anyway, this video is coming to an end, so I'd like to thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe. I am, I think, 9 subscribers away from my end of year target of 50 subscribers. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching.